for today's video, we're going to discuss all about the conservation of momentum. So this time, we're going to open a lesson kasi masyado na rin pala ako matagal after I uploaded my last YouTube video. So, kapag hindi ako nakikita sa YouTube, nasa TikTok lang ako. Doon din ako nagko-continue ng aking mga math lessons and some physics trivia. So, yan. Ito pala. Yan. Yan ang aking TikTok. So, for more information about this lesson, watch this video till the end. So, let us begin. So, let us define first what is momentum. Hindi yan moment na parang moment nyo ng forever nyo, nakakala nyo forever nyo talaga. Joke lang. Okay, so, the momentum or P of a body of mass M, which is moving with a velocity. So, this is your formula. So, the mass is inversely proportional to velocity. Okay. Where P is the momentum, M is mass, and delta V is change in velocity. Excuse me. So, as you can see here, we have here the first ball and the second ball, which is they have the different mass, and the ball is going to the right, then the second ball goes to the opposite, which is ibig sabihin magbabanggayan. That is what happened when they collide. Kasi diba magbabanggayan mula din hanggang din magbabanggayan. Then what gonna happen next? After collision, di ba, after ng ganyan, after magbangga ng ganon, syempre, di ba, parang magtatalbog yan. Parang ganon. Okay, let's have an explanation. For a collision occurring between object 1 and object 2 is an isolated system. The total momentum of the two objects before collision is equal to the total momentum of the two objects after collision. That is, the momentum lost by object 1 is equal to the momentum gained by object 2. So, for more information, this is the formula. So, the momentum before is equal to the momentum after the collision. There must be a change of momentum, which is symbolized by P for before and P prime for after. Hindi siya derivative. Ano pala siya? P apostrophe. Ganon. Okay, so gaya ng formula natin is mass times velocity ang ating momentum. So sinubstitute ko lang. This MO stands as the initial mass and initial velocity, then the final one. Or the mass of the first one and the mass of the second one. Then their velocity. Which is also signifies to this one and this one. Ito may lang siya, finactored out. Meron kasing time na pareha sila ng velocity. Kaya, ayan, factored out lang. Okay, so after momentum, so let us discuss about impulse. It is a term that quantifies the overall effect of a force acting over time. It is conventionally given the symbol and expressed in Newton seconds. As you can see here, we have the velocity and the time. This is the impulse. Okay. The impulse is equal to force times change of time, and force times change of time is equal to momentum. So, the force times time is equal to mass times velocity. Yung ano lang ng P, which is concludes that impulse is equal to momentum. Where I is equal to impulse, F is equal to force, and T is change of time. Then P is momentum. Okay, so for more understanding about impulse and momentum, so let's watch this video. So, ginawa na natin example ng bilyar. Diba? Hambawa, nung tinira natin to, nung tinira natin yun, diba ito yung nangyari? nung pagkatira niya, nagkaroon ng collision between the taco and the cue ball. Sige. Ay no, after nagkaroon ng collision, sabi papunta dito kasi itong ball na to, bakit hindi nag-collide sila, di ba? Isa pa-push to, since this is in static force, ano lang siya. Ngayon, dumepende lang yung movement niya from the heat of the taco. Then, after that, nung tumira yung bola, nag-collide ngayon si cue ball at si number 5 ball or si orange ball. Nagkaroon ng collision si dito hanggang nagkapasa-pasa. Okay, ganun lang po. So, then, kung after ng bilyar, pwede natin kumpara dito sa mga banggaan, most likely. So, parehas silang nasa momentum. Tapos, ang sabi dito, less time, more force. Sabihin, that is how they push the brakes para may iwasan ang bangga. Okay? Ganun lang po. Parehas siya may velocity, but ang nila dito, how are they going to push the brakes? Nagkaroon ng force, nung nagkaroon ng maraming time, nagkaroon ng exert ng force si car sa wall. Diba? Kabaliktaran. Less time, more force. Okay, diba? Minsan biglaan tayong ng brakes. Then, ito naman, biglaan din. Then, dun siya umangga. Okay, enough with the terminology. So, let us have the first problem. Okay? As usual. A 75 kilogram soccer ball runs rightward with a velocity of 1.5 meter per second towards a 0.43 kilogram soccer ball at rest on the grass. If the final velocity of the soccer ball is 15 meter per second, what is the final velocity of the soccer player? So, given, so yung mass ni player or MP, we have 75 kilogram. Then, we have 1.5 meter per second for the first velocity of the player ball. Ang nawawala dito yung final velocity ni player 1, ni soccer player. Then, sa ball, we have MB, ito lang yon. Then, sabi dito, soccer ball at rest, kaya 0 ang ating initial velocity, which is hinahanap natin nga dito is si final velocity ni soccer player. Pero meron tayong given ng final velocity ni soccer ball, which is 15 meter per second. Okay. To execute, so tanda natin, P before and P after. Equated lang siya. Then, ayan. Summation ng mga iyayari dito. Momentum ni player plus ni ball, initial, and final. Nagkaroon lang sila ng summation of momentum. P is equal to MV. Ayan lang. In-enhance lang natin ng in-enhance hanggang sa dumating na tayo sa part ng substitution. Okay? Sige, yan lang po. Binase lang natin siya kung anong nakalagay dito, nakasymbol, para iwas lito tayo. Okay? Ngayon, ayan na siya. Okay, yung PO, ito lang yon. Ito yon. Ito yon. At ito yon. Ito yon. Excuse me. Next, yung sa 75, yung final naman. Yung mass naman, hindi naman siya nagbabago. Yung velocity lang talaga. As isang mass. 75, since wala tayong BP, retain. Kasi yun yung hahanapin algebraically. Plus 0.43 times 15. Kinancel ko to dahil 0.43 times 0 is 0. Okay, using Caltech. So, set lang natin yung V as this one. So, kung iano natin siya, kinopya ko lang siya as is yung nandito. Yung BP, ginawa ko lang X. Tapos, shift solve. Kasi yung calc, sa taas ng calc, after yung orange na nakalagay solve. Then, i-equal nyo lang yun. Then, ang lalabas is we have 1.41. Sina-estimate lang natin siya into decimal places. Okay? So, kung di kayo satisfied sa Caltech or talagang di kayo nagtituwa sa Calc nyo, kasi ganitong ginagawa ko. This is my first promotion of using the Caltech, no? Para lahat, everybody happy. Okay. Itong part na to, using manual calculation tayo. Siyempre, huwag natin kalimutan ng ating kinalakihang tradisyon. Simulan na tayo high school, junior high school. Okay? Mawawala yun, di ba? So, ito na yon. Ngayon, ito, lipat nyo dun sa kabila. Pwede na lipat na natin. So, ito na yung natira. So, para matira si BP, we have to divide both sides of the equation into 75. Which is, ayan pa rin naman ang sagot. Okay? Next. Problem. Hope na get ang ating solve problem number 1. So, solve problem number 2 is we have 2 kilogram brick is moving at a speed of 6 meter per second. How large a force F is needed to stop the brick in a time of 70 meter second? Okay, so yan. Is needed to stop. So, bakit po ang final velocity natin ay 0? Dahil to stop siya. Then, we have the T. Hindi pala siya meter, sorry. The break in a time of 70 millisecond. Okay, so yan. Time. Sorry about that. 70 times, yung M, that is milli. So, sa ating classification ng unit conversion, scientific notation, yung milli is 10 raised to negative 3. Okay? My bad. Then, ang nawawala natin is force. Using an impulse, so to be equated siya as sa momentum. Tandaan natin ang impulse is force times time and momentum we have mass times velocity. Excuse me. Equated. Then, ito, tinimes lang natin sa time na 70 millisecond, 10 raised to negative 3 equals 2 times 0 minus 6, changes velocity. Final minus initial. Then, ito yung mangyayari, yung 0 minus 6, negative 6, ito yon. Tapos, para mawala yung katabi ni F, divide both sides. And we will get this one. Negative 17.14 kilo Newton or 17,140 Newton. Okay? Either na to. Next problem. Hope na get natin problem number 2. So, a 7,500 kilogram truck traveling at 5 meter per second east collides with a 1,500 kilogram car moving at 20 meter per second in a direction of 30 degrees south of west. After collision, the two vehicles remain tangled together. With what speed, in what direction does the wreckage begin to move? So, anong gagawin? So, imagine there's a truck that measures 7,500 kilograms and also we have the car. So, ang direction niyan, ang car dito is traveling east. And ito naman, traveling at the incline, which is measured 30 degrees. So, itong information ng mass ng truck and mass velocity ng truck. Then, this one. Okay, para hindi tayo malito, so we can use the, tawag dito, yung transverse line. Diba? Parallel line cut by a transverse line. So, which is it? Kung 30 to, 30 din to. Actually, nung nagturo ko ng geometry, meron tayong tinatawag na ZNN method. Kung ano yung sukat nito, sukat nito. Because dito, makaka-form tayo ng letter Z. Diba? Kung ano ba ito? Kung sukat nito, sukat din ng kabila. Parang ganon. This one. Recall. Ayan. Sa mga dating nanood sa akin ng mga videos ng grade 8 math, diniscuss ko lang din po siya kung paano siya nag-work. Then, recap lang natin kasi namimiss ko din ng math. Okay. Ngayon, to apply this one, given, for truck, we have this one. Okay, sabi dito, yung velocity niya dito, then yung x and y. So, dito naman kasi wala matayang velocity for 0 kasi naka-east siya. Unlike sa car, naka-incline siya. So, meron tayong cosine and sine. dito po sa part na to, yung VCX, dito siya. 'Di ba? Sa ating force vector na diniscuss ng mga nakaraan. Since papunta dito, di ba pag papunta dito, negative. Pag papunta dito, negative. Ito, kaya lang nag-positive kasi papunta doon. Di ba sa Cartesian plane, dito, saka dito, positive. Ito na, dito sa area na to, positive, negative, positive, negative, negative, and positive, negative. Since dito siya, kung ano naman siya sa free body diagram, kung nandito to, nandun yun. O, kung papunta dito, negative. Diba sa trigo, kung ano yung katapat nito, itong part na to, this is sine. Tapos yung dito naman, adjacent. Diba? Ganun lang po. Okay, to apply this one, for x direction, we are going to use this formula. Then, factored out lang si Vx. Ito na yun. So, 75 times 5 plus 15 times negative 20 cosine 30 equals, so 75 plus 15 times Vx. Using a calculator technique or divide Gauss equation into this one, we will get 1.28 meter per second. East. Since positive siya, east. For y direction, so ito lang din po, ginawa ko lang y yung isa instead na x. So, ayan lang, then substitute. Then ito, instead of cosine, naging sine. Then ito, then we will get, cancel this one, kasi 0. Then we will get negative 1.67, which is direction is south. Kasi negative eh. Kung positive siya, north. Pero since negative, south siya. Okay. Pero hindi dyan nagtatapos ang kwento. Kasi ang hinahanap natin dito, in what direction does the wreckage begin to move? So obviously naman, kung east to, south of west. Pwede yon. Kaso, ang hinahanap natin dito yung specific value. For magnitude or your speed, with what speed and what direction. Yung sa what speed, yung kanyang magnitude. Then yung direction, yung angle. Kailangan natin ma-prove by using an angle. This one, and Pythagorean theorem lang yan. Then to be used, diba square root nyo lang yan. Then, lalabas is 2.10 meter per second. That is already for your velocity. For direction, ito naman. Inverse tangent, di ba? Vy and Vx. Then, you will get this one. Naka-absolute value lang siya. Then, we will get 52 degrees, 31 minutes, and 51.69 seconds. So, naka-degree minutes seconds lang tayo. Huwag lang kayo malito. Okay, so yan po yung ating sagot. Okay? So, to be substitute, ano na siya eh. Yan. Okay? Nasa fourth quadrant siya, minus nyo lang sa 360 kung gusto nyo malaman yung angle. Kung mula dito hanggang din eh. Ano na. Okay, so this is your activity to be tried by yourself. So, ayan. Ano ko lang yan, sinearch ko lang din sa Google, then reveal ko na lang siya, request nyo lang sa comment, then reveal ko siya sa TikTok. Okay? So, now, well done. So, hopefully, marami kayong natutunan for today's video. Kahit ngayon lang tayo, nag-meet ulit sa YouTube. Okay, so, that's all for now. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.